Two sides of contrasting fortunes in the opening match of the Rugby Championship meet tonight in one of the hottest atmospheres in world rugby. It's the Springboks at home at Ellis Park up against the All Blacks in this round 2 Rugby Championship matchup. Hello everyone and welcome along to Cornflakes Crib, your home of Rugby Challenge 2 and the Rugby Championship, where we are in the second weekend of the competition and we have an absolute stunner to meet you for this second round. The All Blacks travelling to South Africa, to Ellis Park, to face the Springboks, who have gone through a couple of changes since we've seen them in their close loss to the Wallabies. The most notable changes are in the forwards, with Diego and Brousseau making their way at number 5 and 6 blindside, and in the second row the backline remains mainly unchanged, with just Cornell Hendricks coming into the right wing in the place of JP Peterson. The side will be captained from Schultberger, who has been huge so far in the competition and will be a mainstay if this side is going to go well in 2015. Up against them is the All Blacks, and after a great start over Argentina last weekend, they'll be looking to back that up against the Springboks. This is no easy task though. To come to Ellis Park and to perform in the grandest stage of them all is the most difficult thing to do. A few changes again in this All Black side, and a couple of debutants as well, with Broadhurst and Sopoaga to get their first starts and a black jersey. Along the forward pack, Woodcock, Coles and Franks will accompany each other. Broadhurst will partner for the first time with Retallick. Messam comes into the back row. In the backs, it is Aaron Smith and Lima Sopoaga, new look 9-10, but definitely experienced together from Super Rugby. The old firm, Nono and Smith, are back in the centres. Peartel will see Ben Smith on the right, and of course Israel Dag will be there at fullback. And the crowd will settle for Liam Messam to lead the haka for the All Blacks. And settle they will not. The crowd is absolutely buzzing. What an atmosphere here at Ellis Park for this match, this great match that could be replayed later in the World Cup year. Oh, what a season it could be for these two countries. Kick-off is underway from Pollard, and Sopoaga with his first touch in international rugby gets the offload away, and here come the All Blacks. Woodcock runs it up to Nonu, who drives into the tackle of his opposite number, Dialandi. Aaron Smith goes back to Sopoaga, who will look to play a bit of territory. The All Blacks kicking long at the back. Philly LaRue returns the favour, finds Israel Dag, and oh, that's offside. That's a big mistake there from the Springboks. The All Blacks get advantage, and they may look to run this out. Retallick away for Nonu. Nonu over the top for Ben Smith. Ben Smith, Woodcock. Woodcock running free. Sopoaga still got a man with him. Conrad Smith. They go over halfway and is pulled back. Wow, well, why would you pull that back? The All Blacks were running free. They got a good piece of yard on that too. Barter comes all the way back, and Sopoaga will kick for touch and gets good distance on it. Over the 10-metre line, South Africa's side are halfway. A good start here from the All Blacks, controlling this match early on. The Springboks hardly touched the ball. 5-man line out, 2 jumpers, Retallick at the front. Broadhurst, not required as McCaw runs it up. Here's Sopoaga, away from Nonu. Nonu's through the line. He puts a grubber in. Oh, he regathers himself. Not really getting the distance he wanted on that ball. Here's Broadhurst. Debut for him. Coles away from Peartel. Oh, Peartel knocks on a try. Oh, goodness me. There was a gaping hole straight to the try line. A man with Pietau's speed would have gone straight past Yanni du Plessis and been in for the first try. There's the mistake. Straight away, the All Blacks butcher one. Can they afford to do that anymore? I don't think so. Scrum feed Springboks, who are in a bit of trouble. But I imagine Pienaar and Pollard will look to get them instantly out of this. On the 22, Pienaar, the way to Pollard, and he's straight to ground. Well, turnover from Aaron Smith. He's running himself. Broadhurst. Nice ball to Nonu. What a cock. It's 2-on-1. It's Pietau. Another chance. Oh, he had a double round there with Coles. Dane Coles could have been in. Nonu. Oh, big hit on Nonu. Away for Rotalik. And he drives in the defence, loses the ball. Yanni du Plessis gets it away. And there's the pass. And it's a run away from Pienaar. And he's taken into touch from Dag, who was very shallow. Quickly up on the scrum half and puts him into touch. Another opportunity from the set piece for the All Blacks. 20 minutes gone, the 7-man line out. They got a Broadhurst. First pull down in international rugby. And Sopoaga! We've seen it all season. He drills a 3. Wow, we've seen it in Super Rugby with the Highlanders. He is capable of snapping those drop goals. Bang! Just get the points. You're in the right area of the field. Put the pressure on the opposition. He's done it for the Highlanders all year. And now he transfers that to the All Blacks. Here's Pollard. He'll get the game underway. For dead kick down to Aaron Smith, who turns to the left and gives to Kieran Reid, who sets up on the 22. Aaron Smith to Sopoaga, and there's pressure on him. I think this could be inside the 22. It won't matter. It bounces, and it's a touch in the hands of Vinny LaRue. The ball has bounced backwards and into his body. How unlucky can you get? Vinny LaRue making the error at the back, and the All Blacks now have their own line-out ball. Now to the back, and it's Aaron Smith who gets the ball from McCaw. Aaron Smith! Oh, look at him go! What an exceptional run there. He's wrapped up on the 22 and they lose the ball. Now it's back to Pollard. He's hit backwards. Heavy shot as well. And the South Africans have to use their backs. But the ball squirts free, knocked on. Coming in from Creel. And now here's Ben Smith. Oh, big shot on Ben Smith. Goes nowhere, but has plenty of support right there. Sopoaga will have a go at scrum half. Finds Nonu over the top to Conrad Smith. Woodcock. Quick hands to Franks. Franks has still got Pietau. Pietau doesn't trust him. And he goes inside. Broadhurst takes the ball to ground. The All Blacks may lose this. They do. Round the corner and goes in Dowlanding. Into contact, just 6 metres out from his own line. Here's a run. Oh, that's a poor run from Pienaar. Knock on advantage All Blacks. Quickly over as Franks to Reid. Reid into contact and pulled down and quickly turned over. How are they going to get out of their 22? Not doing too well at the moment, but they got numbers out wide. Habana and Ben Smith. That is a match-up as the kick goes away. Pietau chases back and Pietau runs it. Oh, Pietau picked up and hammered. Broadhurst, not the man at scrum half you really want there. Conrad Smith goes wide. Here's Ben Smith on Habana. Ben Smith's away. Looks a big tackle. Brian Habana, great work. He saved the day for the Springboks. And now they counter-attack. It's a break through the middle. Pollard. He's got support. It's low. Away goes to Hendricks. And Hendricks is hammered. This is end-to-end, side-to-side stuff. And it is exciting as we all expect from Ellis Park. Line out again for the All Blacks. Been a couple of minutes between drinks here as half-time is just seconds away. Aaron Smith runs deep for his second runner. It's McCord and Nonu, Conrad Smith in the tackle. Sopoaga, Reid, good ball, good pass. Ben Smith, oh, he slips, goes through it though, gets the offload away, picked up from Yanni du Plessis.
Release.
And the Springboks survive. Now Tabana going short side from Pienaar.
Release.
No way through on halfway. They're still there, the ball.
Advantage.
And that's knocked on and into touch. Pienaar with the mistake. We will go to half-time. The match is in the balance. What a 40 minutes of action we've had already. There's Pienaar, bang. Ball comes loose and into touch. There is half-time. what an action-packed first half it has been. 3-0 is the scoreline. What a scoreline it is too. Sopoaga, the man on debut, just getting the only points in the match so far. 3-0. New Zealand leads South Africa here in this beautiful place, this beautiful stadium, Ellis Park. Look at these stats though. Possession, all to the All Blacks, 77-23. But look at this territory, 70-30 to South Africa. So the All Blacks have had all the ball, but been in their own half for the majority of the time. Line breaks are split evenly, 3-3, and the handling errors are high. 4 by South Africa, 5 by New Zealand. Tackle count though for the Springboks is huge, 40 to the All Blacks, just 15. The Springboks pressure on D, but they haven't touched the ball hardly to get any pressure going forward. Can we see some tries in the second half, or will this be a low-scoring big match with big line breaks, big chances, and drop balls aplenty? We will find out in the next 40 minutes who will take these all-important points. Well, Sopoaga has done his job well enough so far. Can he keep up the pressure? That's the question. The wind now going from right to left as we look at it now as Messon chases hard and Yanni du Plessis pulls it in. Good offloads are plenty going on here, and it's a big run through for Diaga. He offloads nicely to Pollard, gets the pass to Darrendy, and Darrendy goes to ground and will lose the ball to Ben Smith. Ben Smith runs away and gets taken. Good tackle, trying to elude the defence. Ball away to Sopoaga, and oh, he's taken as he looked to play a bit of territory. The All Blacks may lose this ball. Oh no, they won't. They do hang on just. Now it's Franks. Away for Nonu, who's standing a bit deep, and he's going to look for the kick instead. He's hit it straight down LaRue's throat, though, who gets it on the bounce and kicks straight back out on halfway. Well, the tactic here from the Springboks is clear. It is get the ball out of your own territory at all costs. The All Blacks, though, enjoying long periods with the ball in hand. Coles again to Retallick. This time Aaron Smith fires to McCaw. Big pass McCaw to Nonu, and Nonu goes through. He's got support on his left. He needs to find it. Conrad Smith to Sopoaga. Piatau puts it in, and Woodcock goes to ground. Well diffused from South Africa. Still on the 10-metre line. Here's Reid. Sopoaga away for Broadhurst, and Broadhurst, a big run through the centre of the park. What a play from the second rower. Sets it up on the 22. Aaron Smith away to Sopoaga again. Oh, he's lost it this time. Going for another drop goal. He spills the ball, and they release a free now. South Africa with advantage. Wide they come. Hendricks in field, good pass, and down to ground goes Pienaar. Back to Pollard, and Pollard gets his kick away just in the nick of time. Israel Dag finds it back to himself, and he'll kick for the touch corner now. A good kick as well. The All Blacks are all offside. Not much they can do about Willie LaRue, who returns the kick back to halfway. Piatau, Franks, oh, this is a numbers ball here. Messom goes away, good tackle again. It is Pienaar who's doing all the hard work on defence. Conrad Smith, big ball to Ben Smith who slides in. Now he looks to step, Willie LaRue. Good tackle again. Back to the 22 of the All Blacks. Here's Aaron Smith, away for Conrad Smith. He's straight through, and Conrad Smith will score. The All Blacks finally break the deadlock of just a 3-point lead. Well, it was a long time coming, and the All Blacks had to do it sooner or later. South Africa were threatening. The 3 points were not going to be enough. There was a run from Ben Smith that sets up Conrad Smith, who had no fullback in his way. He slipped in between Habana and the inside defender, whoever that was. I think it might have been Pienaar. There was Lowe. Taurera was there as well, but no chance. Straight through he goes. Habana didn't have the run he needed. And the speed of Conrad Smith's old legs gets him over the line. So Lema Sopoaga has been very much instrumental in this match already for the All Blacks. Has a chance to have more of an influence here with this goal kick. If he nails this, it will make a 10-point lead over South Africa. Hits it beautifully and gets the lead on the hour mark up to 10. This is good work so far from the All Blacks. Still plenty to go in this one. 20 minutes. South Africa have had their chances. There's no question about that. And Pollard will kick us back underway. A tall, very high kick, and Conrad Smith, the try scorer, saves the day just as here comes Messam. He looks on the inside. It's good for McCaw. McCaw doesn't have the speed. He's finally dragged down, but it's on his shoulder. There's Rotullick, Aaron Smith, the way to Broadhurst. Now there's another big man through. What a run here from the forwards. They go up over the 22. The All Blacks looking fantastic now, but now they lose the ball. And they'll look to their backline. Dealandi finds Yanni Duplessis, finds Habana back in field, and it's Berger now this time. Having a big run, the captain.
Release.
Oh, the All Blacks numbers here. This could be a turnover. A cheeky one as well. And McCaw will look down the blind side to Messam. Oh, what a ball from McCaw. Messam goes close, just 10 metres out. Dane Coles stands at the base. Goes to Sopawanga. Sopawanga. Oh, big hit from LaRue. Where was the support there? Sopawanga showed the toe, showed his way through. Here's Conrad Smith to Messam. Oh no, he's dropped a try. And the ball is called dead by South Africa. What is this going to come to? Surely, oh, bad call. A bad call on the Springboks. Should be a scrum for the knock-on. Oh, South Africa, though. They'll turn this ball over. Great work from their scrum. Oh, the big pack of the Springboks will get this ball back. Pienaar goes left side. Habana kicks and higher goes into touch. 10-metre line. Habana gets the job done. What a chance. All Messam had to do was catch that ball, and it was try time, All Blacks. Unbelievable. 2 tries thrown away. Aaron Smith fires wide. McCaw, big pass from him to Pietau. Away for Nonu. The centres around wide. Here's Conrad Smith. He's going to look to the heavens. Big ball up high. It goes very high. Pietau running in, but he pulls in beautifully from South Africa. Pienaar does well. Advantage New Zealand. And we're calling a forward pass here by South Africa. Oh, that was marginal for Yanni Duplessis. Bit of scrum feed for the All Blacks. 10-0 they lead, half a minute on the clock, the last scrum. The Springboks demolished. Well, now the All Blacks do the same. Here's Kieran Reid, he'll run it out himself. Aaron Smith, Sopawanga, over the top to Nonu. He's got Messam, doesn't need him, doesn't want to use him. A bit scared of Liam Messam's hands now. Aaron Smith goes short. Conrad Smith away for one cock, and it's going to be Ben Smith in the corner. What a play from the All Blacks down the short side. 15-0 kick to come. This game is all over. Wow, we've seen it all in this one. Quite a match-up between these two powerhouse unions. What a play. Habana come out of the line. Woodcock did well. He just held the ball up, played the tackle, got the pass to Ben Smith. As we've seen, they should have scored a couple of tries similar to this, but they did not manage the finishing play. Pietau dropped one, Messam dropped one. Could have been a very heavy scoreline, but the All Blacks have come good in the second spell. And they get a well-deserved win here at Ellis Park. Not many sides keep South Africa to 0, but in fairness, the Springboks kept themselves to 0 more than the All Blacks. Sopawanga to finish this one off, and he does so no problem. 17-0, that'll be the final score. There is full time. The All Blacks take 4 points from this match, and a big 4 points as well. How they come to Ellis Park to win by this margin is quite extraordinary. But the South Africans now have some big questions they need to answer before they play Argentina. What a game this has been. Entertainment aplenty. Both sides in the first half had numerous opportunities. Neither took them. And in the end, the All Blacks run out in the end with Their good stamina, good fitness is all they required. 17-0. Sopawanga got the ball off to a great start with a drop goal in the early minutes. After that, it was all just one way to the other, end-to-end rugby. That resulted in no more tries, no more scoring points in the first half. The All Blacks come out in the second, though, and they were much more the better side. Tries to two Smiths, Conrad and Ben, were resulted with two conversions from Lima Sopawanga. 17-0, the scoreline at the end. And the stats going right at the death. 77% of possession for the All Blacks, 63% of territory. They starved the South Africans of all ball and all field in the second half. The kicking from South Africa was pretty poor in the second half. Habana was doing the kicking. LaRue was kicking everything away, as we've seen far too much of in the past. Line breaks, well, South Africa hardly added to their halftime total. 9 they got for New Zealand, 5 South Africa, 3 scrums to 1, and a drop goal, a big factor. But look at the tackles, 76-26. The All Blacks dominated possession, and as a result, it was only a matter of time until the defence gave way. 17-0, a great win for the All Blacks that they will take, and pretty much has secured the Rugby Championship already. The Wallabies, they'll be up next year's Argentina, and if they do lose to Argentina, that will see the All Blacks crowned Rugby Championship champions. That is my time for today. Thank you all for tuning in and watching. Hope you've enjoyed today's match. I'll see you again soon for the Australian-Argentina match, the second of round 2 of the competition, a shortened competition this year of the Rugby Championship. Until then, thank you all for watching and take care.